Hi, I'm David Graves.
And I'm Chris DeLarber, the Redneck Reviewer.
No. Hi, I'm David Graves.
And I'm Chris DeLarber.
And tonight we're going to take a look at the review. Hi, I'm David Graves.
And I'm Chris DeLarber.
And tonight we're going to take a look at the DVD of Resident Evil Degeneration on Blu-ray.
Yep.
So, the reason I brought Chris in today was because he has played all the Resident Evil games.
Except for one.
Which one?
Resident Evil Dead Egg.
Oh, well, most of the Resident Evil games, and I think you've seen all the Resident Evil movies, right?
Yes, I have.
All three of them?
All three.
Alright, I've seen all three of them as well, and I've played most of the Resident Evil games. I haven't played all of them, but I played most of them. So this new Resident Evil movie that's come out is all CG, and it's nothing to do with the other three movies. It's an all-new movie by itself.
Basically, the movie takes place off the video game more than it does about Alice and Umbrella having to do any involvement with the motion picture movies.
I think it deals with more of the first game than the other games, because they talk about Raccoon City a lot in the movie. So I think it has to probably take place right after the first game, or probably the second game.
Raccoon City bases around all three games.
And
All the first three.
not so much the third one.
Third one's all about getting
not
out of the city.
The fourth one.
Third one's all about getting out of the city.
I'm at the fourth one. The fourth one had nothing to do with Raccoon City.
Fourth one was fourth one is all its own, going out to another area where an outbreak happens, just like Veronica.
But this movie, I think, deals with more like the first three games, I guess, because they'll deal with Raccoon City. So, what'd you think of it?
I think it was spectacular. I mean, they put a lot of work into it. They definitely, hyped up all the background of what the Resident Evil movie should be, and plus it had main focus on main characters from the video game. Not like where all of a sudden you're hoping to see Jill in the second one and Chris in the motion picture of like Apocalypse and all this and everything else, and then you're like, oh well, look, there's like 12 star members that survived. How the hell does that happen?
See, I thought that it was actually pretty good. I liked it a lot, and I'm wondering now if it's going to continue with this computer animated movies, or do you think they're going to go back into the live action movies?
Well, I'd say if they did take off on the CGI movies, the deal is, okay, it may base, I think it would base pretty close to the same amount of time it would make it in order to make a motion picture. It's like the same basis.
I don't think there's going to be any more live action movies. I think from now on...
I think it'd be better for CGI if they did.
I think from now on it's just going to be CG movies. I don't think there's going to be any more live action. And based on the CG movie that we just watched, I think it's a good turn. I think it's a good idea to make more CG movies, because it seemed like it was a lot better than, I wouldn't say a lot better, but it was, I think, somewhat better than the live action movies.
Oh yeah, especially when you have when they focus on, okay, let's say what's her name again? The main, she's on the floor and Alice. Yeah, Alice.
Yeah.
They focus more on Alice, and then out of the video game, Jill is the main character of the damn video game,
right.
And they act like, oh well, that's like a co-star. We're going to pay attention to her, like the boyfriend in the beginning that Alice had and had to kill at the end.
Was Alice even in the video games at all?
No, Alice was never part of the video game.
It was just that actually has characters from the video game in it. Who were the two main characters, Jill, and who was the other guy?
No, two main characters are Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield.
Why am I saying Jill? Where did I get Jill from?
Jill's from the first one and third one.
Yeah. So Claire is in this one, and who?
And Leon S. Kennedy.
Right. They were the two main characters in this one. The only thing about this movie was I wish there was more zombies in the movie, since it's supposed to be a zombie movie. There's a lot of them right in the beginning of the movie, and then pretty much throughout the rest of it, you don't see a single zombie. There's like they're gone. But there's other things that happen in it. But I wish there would have been more zombie, and more zombies in the movie, rather than just the first half of the film.
Should we give away any spoilers?
No. Anyway, spoilers.
No spoilers.
I'm just saying there's not that many zombies in. I mean, the beginning of it is really good with zombies, and then they just kind of get away from the whole zombie thing. And I think that's all of what Resident Evil is zombies most of the time. But other than that,
they did pack them in for a good amount of time, though.
Right, maybe the first 30, 40 minutes of the movie is zombies, but the last hour of the movie, there's no zombies. Other than that, I thought the movie was extremely well done. Story was really good. Acting was so-so. It could have been a little bit better, I guess. The CG animation was actually really quite good. They had a lot of nice effects. The characters were really good. So let's take a look at our scale and see what we're going to give it.
On the intensometer?
No, that's the wrong thing. This is actual scale. We don't have an intensometer. That's for that's for trailer talk.
Oh, all right.
This is a movie review. DVD movie review.
All right.
So let's take a look at the DVD movie review.
Okay.
All right. Scale 1 through 5.
All right.
So on our scale, our Norman scale, 1 through 5, what do you want to give this Degeneration?
For Resident Evil Degeneration, they've done a good job. I'm going to have to give it a 5.
Well, I also really liked it, but I don't think it was a 5-star movie. I would have to give it on the scale a 4 out of 5. Now, I'm really actually looking forward to the next one. I think the next one will be better if they make another one. So let's hope that they actually make a sequel to this. I'm pretty sure they probably will. And if I'm not wrong, I don't think this came out here. I think it came out in Japan first, right?
Probably did.
I don't think it was.
is always the first basis for video games and everything else.
Because if you watch it, the voiceovers aren't their voices don't match up perfectly to what they were saying.
But the voice acting is pretty good.
The voice acting's okay. But I'm saying when they're talking, it's not as bad as a Godzilla movie, but it's it doesn't match up perfectly, which makes me think that it probably came out in Japan first. And I don't think they made it for here. I think it probably came out there, then they brought it over here like they normally do. So, as for the first CG Resident Evil movie, I thought it was extremely well done, and I'm looking forward to the sequel.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to the sequel if they do make one.
So visit our website at frontrowreview.com, where you'll see more movie trailers and other things. So go there, go to the website right now and check it out. You don't want to miss what's the other stuff that's on the website, right?
No, especially It Figures, where he does his own.
It Figures is on there, where it's action figures. So okay, that's it. We're done with the.
Yeah, we're done.
The mission has been complete.